Let's talk about one of the most powerful marketing assets that most businesses already have, but they completely underestimate it. Their vehicle. I mean, think about it. Whether you've got a single van or a whole fleet, every single moment that vehicle is on the road, it's either building your brand or, well, it's just getting you from point A to point B.
So, I really want you to ask yourself this question. Honestly, is your company vehicle just a utility? Is its only job to haul around tools and people? Or could it actually be your most effective, always-on advertisement? In this explainer, we're going to completely reframe how you look at that van or truck that's parked outside your building right now. Okay, so the very first step here is a huge mindset shift. You've got to stop looking at vehicle branding as just another business expense and start seeing it for what it truly is, a seriously powerful marketing asset. Think of it this way. Most marketing is kind of like renting. You pay for a Google ad, a radio spot, or a billboard, right? You're basically renting people's attention for a short period of time. And the second you stop paying, poof, that attention is gone. Vehicle branding is different. It's owned marketing. You make a one-time investment and that asset goes to work for you 24/7, generating impressions every single day without any ongoing ad spend. And what's really fascinating is the psychology behind why this works. There's this concept called the familiarity principle, and it basically says that we are all naturally wired to trust things that we're familiar with. So when people see your branded vehicle again and again in their own neighborhood, maybe at the grocery store, on their street, stuck in traffic, that repeated exposure builds this subconscious layer of familiarity. And in business, you know what familiarity equals? It equals trust. Okay, so it builds trust. That's great. But how does that actually show up on your bottom line? Let's break it down into 4 very tangible pillars of return on investment. Pillar number 1. This is the most direct and, honestly, the most obvious benefit. It's about generating new business right out of thin air. Yep, this is all about increasing inbound leads. We've all gotten those calls that start with, "Hey, I saw your van down the street." That is brand recall in its purest form. For any local service business, we're talking trades, construction, cleaning, a professional vehicle is solid proof that you're a real, active company working right there in their community. Okay, pillar number 2 is a bit more subtle, but trust me, it's just as powerful. This is about making all your other marketing efforts work even better. It actually boosts your conversion rates. Think of your branded vehicle like an amplifier for everything else you do. When a potential customer sees your van at a job site, and then later that night they see your Google ad pop up, your brand isn't strange or new anymore. It's familiar. And that familiarity dramatically lowers their perceived risk, making them way more likely to click on your ad or fill out that contact form. The third pillar, this one moves beyond just getting leads and clicks, and it has a direct impact on your profitability and your pricing power. This one's pretty simple. Professional branding helps you charge what you're worth. A clean, well-designed vehicle instantly creates a perception of organization, of quality, and reliability. It's what stops you from being treated like, a random lad with a van. When your brand looks premium, customers expect a premium service, and they are far less likely to haggle with you over price. And finally, our 4th pillar isn't about customers at all. It's an internal benefit that's all about building a much stronger team.
This is all about recruitment and team pride. Think about it. Top talent doesn't want to work for a company that looks unprofessional. A strong brand presence actually attracts better staff. And internally, it does wonders for morale. It makes your current team feel proud to be part of a legitimate organization. And that confidence, it's contagious. It translates directly into a better customer experience. So we've covered the ROI, but let's dig a little deeper into the why. Why is something as simple as a vehicle wrap so effective? Well, it all comes down to the perception game. Great branding literally pre-sells trust. This is such a fundamental truth of marketing. Your potential customers are constantly looking for mental shortcuts. They're looking for signals that help them reduce the risk of making a bad choice. And your vehicle is one of the most powerful signals you can send. They will judge the quality of your work long before they ever speak to you, based almost entirely on what they see. Your branding is a signal. A rusty, unmarked van, it signals disorganization and higher risk. But a clean, professional vehicle, that signals reliability, quality, and trustworthiness. You're visually telling potential customers that hiring you is a low-risk decision. And so often, that's the deciding factor. So ultimately, your branded vehicle is a public declaration. It says to the entire world, we are a real, established business.
We do this for a living, and we stand behind our work with enough pride to put our name on it for everyone to see. All right, so let's say you're convinced, but how do you make sure your mobile billboard is actually effective? Let's break it down into 3 simple, non-negotiable rules for impact. First up, you need absolute clarity. Use the 2-second rule. If someone driving past can't understand who you are and what you do in just 2 seconds, it's failed. Second, you have to prioritize consistency. Your vehicle has to look like it belongs to the same family as your website, your uniforms, and your signage. That visual consistency builds trust faster than any slogan. And third, have a crystal clear call to action. Your phone number and website need to be big, bold, and incredibly easy to find. Don't make people work for it. So here's the big takeaway from all of this. Vehicle branding isn't just decoration to make your van look nice. It is a strategic tool for positioning your business in the market. It's a mechanism for building trust at a single glance. And it's a way of projecting confidence both to your customers and to your team. And that leaves us with one final and pretty crucial question. After everything we've talked about today, what is your vehicle, right now, actually saying about your business?